Yeah, good day. Today is the 7th of March 2017. We're going to do CA1, Set 3, 2016, Primary 6, NanHua Primary School. Okay, we're going to do the last 5 questions. So I'm going to start from question 14. I'll try and take the video of the whole question. So if you didn't buy the set of exam paper, just pause, and if you want you can copy down the question first before attempting, and it makes it easier and clearer for you. Okay, I hope you can read the whole thing. Okay, let's read it together first. So Elaine had some 20-cent coin and 50-cent coins in a box. So the percentage of number of 20-cent coin was 40% of the total. Okay, this is one information which is important, because if it's 40% of the total, that means the 50-cent coin will be 60% of the total. You get what I mean? Because if one part take 40% of the total, the remaining is 60%. Okay, now she took out 10 50-cent coins and put in 20-cent coins of the same value. In the end, she had the same number of 20-cent coins left and 50-cent coins left. Now, another information, same number. When something is same number means they're equal, right? Now, they didn't give you the number, so they didn't give you the new ratio. So you have to set your own ratio. What do you mean by same number? Ready? Okay, so she has some 20-cent and 50-cent. Now, if the 20-cent is 40%, then the 50-cent will be 60%. So this is their ratio. You can reduce to lowest term, but doesn't matter yet. Okay, let's just move on. She took out 10 50-cent coin. Now, remember, she took out 10 50-cent coin, not 10%. So you cannot reduce the 60 by 10, okay? You take out 10 coins, right? 10 50-cent coins. So you took out 10 coins, which is $5. She put in 20-cent coins of the same value. So you put it of the same value. 10 50-cent coin. So I get $5. That means I put back 25 coins to get back $5. Okay? Now she had the same number of 20-cent coin and 50-cent coin, same number, but they never give us the they didn't give us the ratio, right? So we say number is 1:1. Now, is this ratio, is 1 equals to the 1 here? Is it equals to this ratio here? No, right? The 40 is proportion to the 60. This one is proportion to this one. But two of them are not related at all. So you might, as usual, you give them an alphabet so you can separate them, right? When you have two ratio of different proportion, you can separate them. You can put unit, and then you can put parts here. So unit is to unit because 40 is proportion to 60. Okay. And it doesn't matter if you want to reduce to lowest term, but just set the equation. Now we have this equation. What do you do? Remember, units are parts. You get one equation here and one equation here. What do I mean? Okay, look at that. 40 U when you minus 25 coin. No, when you plus 25 coin, you get 1 P. 60 U when you minus 10 coin, you get 1 P. Now remember, for the past video, I like to use the elimination method, whereby I ask you to use lowest common multiple. But in this case, because I see 1P is 1P, right? So I'm going to use another method. Now 1P is equals to 1P. Just like $1 is equals to $1. Because that means they're the same value. So if this is 1p and 60 minus 60u minus 10 is also 1p, meaning this equation is equals to this part. Because 1p is 1p, right? 1p is the same as 1p. So since this is 1p, so I'm going to just write it like that. I know it's just for some of you, if your school has already taught this, right, then you find it very easy. But there are some people who find it very difficult to understand. Do you get it? Because this is 1p. You set it equals to 1p. This is also 1p, right? Yeah. Means they are of the same value. So what do you do now? You can just shift them over. So I get 60u. I bring this over. Remember this positive 40u. Bring it over, get minus 40u. My 25 stays. Minus 10. Bring it over. You get plus 10. So I rearrange the equation one more time. 20u. I get 35. What do I want? What is the amount of money in the box? Can I total find 100u? Can I do that? A lot of my students go and find 100u, you know. So what, 100u going to times 20 cents or times 50 cents? You can't. Can you do one by one? So what is 40u? If 20u is 35, 40u is 70 coins, right? Okay, 70 coins. What about 60u? And then 60u, this is 60u, right? Will be 105 coins. We have to do it separately, okay? Why? Because what's the amount of money in the box? Does it matter? Do you have to find 1p or can we just do u? Do you know that this total amount of money is equal to this total amount of money? It's actually the same. Because when you take out the coin, right, you put back same value. Same value, you see. So the amount of money in the box did not change. Alright, so what do? I have 40 units of 20 cents. So 40 needs 70 coins, right? 70 coins, 70 set of 20 cents. Okay. You can put your number in cents. Okay, up to you. Or you can put your number in dollar. So long as it's indicate, okay? So when you put your answer, you can indicate because they never specify whether in cents or dollars. So both are accepted. So I have 60u of 50 cents, which is 105 coins of, 50 cents. Did I say 60 cents? 50 cents. Sorry, yeah. So you get $52 and 50 cents. So total $14. You got $66.50. Okay? Are we ready? You want to check your work, darling? Once you get the answer right, check your work. Okay, how do I check my work? I got my answer from you, right? Okay. Remember, your ratio is in number of units, the number of coins, not the amount of money. So you might want to go back. What can I do here? Okay, what do I do here? I'm gonna check my work, so you can just use your calculator. I choose one of the equation because I have already determined my equation, right? The percentage. Okay, how many coins do I have in total here? Okay, at the beginning, right? This is the beginning. 70,105, right? Did you get 70,105? Okay, what is the total? It's 70 coin for 40% of the total. So you want to find out? So find out how many percent. 70 coin is the 20 cents. Supposed to be 40%. So total is 175, right? Total number of coin times 100%. Right? What do you have? So 70 over the total times 100%. Yeah, you got 40%. Okay? Then you must be thinking, but teacher, because you took this number, right? But yeah, true. So long as just checking whether the number you got is correct, because sometimes if you just make one wrong number, you get carry forward error. It's very sad, you know. You finish the whole thing, you do it in five minutes, thinking you're correct, and then you get only 1 mark. Sometimes 0, you know, because if you make mistake from the second step or the first step onwards, actually there's no marks, huh? Okay, let's go 15. Sorry, the left flat, right? Can you see? Okay, I'll read it to you. 3 girls, Amy, Beth, Chloe, divided some crystals among themselves. Chloe took 4 crystals and 1/4 of the keyword remaining, not the total. Next, Beth took 4 crystals and 1/4 of the remaining again. Finally, Chloe took the remaining 24 crystals. How many were there? Can I please use model? Can I use model for this? I find it easy to use model. You can use branching method if you want to, but in this case, because you see, when I use branching method, I put 4, then I put 1/4, then after I have to remaining, right? Remember, you have to like the 3, the total must minus 4 first, then you have 3/4 left. That's why I would prefer to use model. The model to assist you to see, okay, you don't have to draw for the exam, but if you want, you can just sketch it at the side. Okay, I'm gonna just cut it anyhow. Okay, she took 4. Okay, she took 4 and 1/4. This is the remaining. I'm gonna cut it into 4. Okay, she's gonna take here. Okay, now Amy. Okay, now Beth. Can we see this? Okay, so Beth took another. If you want, you can draw it below. So Beth took 4. One more time. You can do it backward. This is like a backward question. So she took this. Okay. So this is Beth. Very cool. Now finally, Chloe took the remaining. Is this the remaining already? Chloe, she took 24. So this is 1, 2, 3. Now the 3 unit here is not equals to the 3 unit here. Okay, please don't misunderstand because they're different size, right? So I'm gonna do backward. Okay, 3 unit is 24 crystal. 1, 2, 3, right? I'm gonna do 4 unit. 32 crystal. Yeah. Sorry. Right hand divided by left hand times bottom. 24 divided by 3, you get 8 times 4. Okay. 32, you gotta plus back the 4, you get 36. So here is 36. So 1, 2, 3. This now we're talking about the big unit, right? So you get your 36. You can just straight away divide by 3. You get 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm doing this like a primary 3 method. So 12 you times 4. I don't want to use the same U because they're actually not the same. They're not proportion. So don't confuse your teacher also. 48. Remember, you got to plus back your 4. Right? You got to plus back your 4. You get 52. You got it? Oh, this is a very easy question. This fraction remaining and more like primary 5 or even primary 4. You know. Okay. So this is the answer. 52. It's more straightforward. You can see from the model. You can pause, replay one more time. Okay, then cover up. Try and do it. Try and do it yourself again. Yeah, looking at someone do and looking at the answer is giving you hint. So you thought you know. But sometimes when you cover the question and do it one more time, you realize you can't do it after the second step. So do it one more time. Thank you. Okay, 16. Okay, Green Earth Company had a water tank that was full in the morning. The company then used 10% of the water. If you use 10%, you will be left with 90%, right? Then out of the 90%, you use 500 liter in the evening, okay? So in the end, the water left was 20 liter less. Now this is the confusing part. The water left, right? The water left in the tank was 20 liter less. than half of the capacity of the tank. So most of the people make mistake here. No problem at the top, right? They make mistake here. So how much water left in the tank? If you need to draw cartoon, right, just draw, okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so what happened is that, okay, this is the tank. You don't need to draw very big. As usual, you don't need the model for the question, so you can use a pencil sketch once and after that just erase it away, okay? You used 10%, so just put percent. So this is your 90%, right? And then after that, you use another 500 liter. Oh, okay. No, sorry. I must do it like that. 500 liter. Okay. Now, I'm going to draw another model. You see, in the end, right, what was left in the tank, right, was half. So I'm going to do a half here. Like, this is the half. The orange one is the half. You can see this is the half, okay? But you see, that means the water left, which is here, this is box here, is less than half the capacity. How much left? This is 20 liter less. 20 liter less. Okay, so what do we do? Okay, my only hint is the 10%. So what is half? Half of the whole tank is 50%. Am I correct? Okay, now if you don't want to use that, I can draw one more for you. You see, now I'm going to use percentage now. Whole tank. Okay, I'm going to do the half. I'm just going to cut it into half. When you cut it into half, is it 50%? Right? This is 50%. Just you used 10% in the morning, right? Now, whatever you actually use up to here, this is like 500 liter, right? What was left in the tank was less. So here, this thing is your 20 liter. If this is 20 liter, am I right? This is 480 liter. Are you able to see this map? Just for your visual. Okay, now let's start. Now, 10%. If this is 10% and this here is 50%, what is here? You get what I mean? 100% minus 10% minus 50%. What do you have? You have 40%, right? 40%. 500 liter minus 20 liter. Can you see that 480 liter is 40%? Am I helping you with your visual now? Because when you look at the inside the back, right? Almost everyone don't know what they're doing, but they don't really understand the working because so the person is doing the same method, just without the model. So you can just draw the SCU. So now you know what I'm doing. Now, so 40% of the tank is actually 480 liter. Alright, what do I want? How much water was left in the tank? So can I just find 10% instead of 100%? I'm gonna find 10%. Why do I do that? Because no, I can find 100%. Yeah, I have to find 100% first. I gotta find 100%, so I get right hand divided by left hand, right? I'll get 1%. This is 1%, and when you times 100%, you get the whole thing. So 480 divided by 40 times 100. Okay. So the whole tank was 1,200. But they didn't ask for that. They asked how much was left in the end, right? So in the end, okay, so what is my 10%? Because I had 10% here, right? So 10% will be 120 liter. Okay, so I'll get the full tank, right? Minus my 10% and minus the 500 liter that you have used. So you'll be left with minus the 10% and minus the 500 liter. So you're left with 580 liter. Answer. Is it clear now? Okay. Just pause one more time. It's the beginning part. If you don't get the beginning part, right, it's difficult for you to get all this. Once you cannot equate, right, this is the most important part. Once you cannot equate this, right, you actually couldn't do the whole thing. So yeah, you can't go on, you see. So you can use the model to help you to equate. Okay? Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna do a little bit quick today. I have to bring my mom out. So, okay, I still have 2 questions. Question 17. Okay. A bag contains some red. Can you read it? Okay. A bag contains some red and blue. If Jane removes one red ball from the bag, then 1/7 of the remaining ball are red. Okay, you must remove 1 first, then 1/7 are red. If, when you say if means it didn't happen, okay? If means it didn't happen. If instead of 1 red ball, Jane removes 2 blue balls from the bag. So when you say if, right, it means it didn't happen, you know. We just depict as a 如果. If it happens, okay, so you, instead of 1 red ball, you took 2 blue balls, then 1/5 of the remaining are red. How many balls are there at first? The answer at the back uses unit and part. I'm also going to use unit and part. The only difference is that teacher who wrote the answer, right, didn't tell you how he or she got the units and parts. So I think for some people, if you're weaker in your math, right, you totally don't understand what's going on, right? I'm going to draw for you. Remember something. The rate in this scenario, the first scenario, is equal to the number of red in the second scenario. And the number of blue remaining in the first scenario is also equal to the number of blue in the second scenario, because they are from the same bag. And when you say if, right, it didn't happen, we are just depicting an example, okay? Everybody can start now. Alright, so I'm gonna just sketch, okay? Okay, this is the number of balls I have. Okay, supposedly these 2, you see, these 2 are these 2 scenarios. Scenario 1, scenario 2. Now, if we're gonna take 1 red ball, okay, sorry, I didn't pick my red pen up, so we're gonna use the highlighter here. I can take 1 red. Now, 1/7 of the remaining. I'm gonna cut it into 7 parts. I'm gonna cut it into 7 parts. So 1, 2, 3. Did I get 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. Now 1/7 of the remaining are red. Meaning this is blue, blue, blue. How do I know? Because the bag only has red and blue. Common sense, right? I was student, I said, teacher, how you know it's all blue? Because remaining are blue. There's only red and blue, okay? This is 1 red. This is why I use the red color. It's for me to see, you see. You don't have to draw. You don't have to draw for exam, huh? Okay, now, if I'm going to remove 2 blue balls. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to take 2 blue balls. Okay? Now, and then what did they say? The remaining 1/5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, not bad, huh? Okay, 1/5 are red. Also, only this is red. So the rest are 1, 2, 3. No, I should put it here. So this is red, and then this is blue, right? Only 1/5 is red. So this is red, and this is red. Now, the number of red here is equal to the number of red here. The number of blue here is equal to the number of blue here, because they are all from the same bag. Okay. Once you get that done, okay, then now the answer at the back makes sense already. What I mean, now, is this 1 unit equals to this 1 unit? No, they're not the same size, right? They're not the same size. Why? Because you took out the different number of balls anyway, right? Okay, but yet they are equal. That means this whole thing is equal to this whole blue. They're the same. They're all blue. Okay. Since they are different, right? Remember, we use units and parts to tell us that they are of different proportion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I let this be unit and this be parts? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 unit plus 6 unit is equals to 6 unit, this blue, right, is equals to this blue. They are both blue. So blue is equals to blue. So 6 unit is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts plus 2. The 2 came from, because just now you took out two blue balls. This is not in the unit form. This is exactly 2 blue ball, literally. Okay, second unit. This is the red. Let's do the red equals to red. Are you still with me? If not, pause a bit, huh? Because I sometimes I'm talking to myself. I don't know whether I'm too fast. So red equals to red. Okay, this is under unit. 1 unit plus 1 ball is the same as 1 part. Okay, this is 1 part. Just 1 part. There's no balls. Right? Now I have 2 equations here. Use the primary 4 method that I taught you before. You just eliminate them. So what do I want to do? Okay, up to you. Do you want to get rid of your like 6u and 1u? You can find the lowest common multiple, right? Because this is 6. How do I make this 6? I just need to times 6, right? I get 6u plus 6 equals to 6p. Remember, times throughout. Don't just times the first number. You're supposed to make it proportion. So I have 1 equation here. I have 1 equation here. Correct? Now they have 6 unit, and this is also 6 unit. So using differences, once you find the lowest common multiple, right, of one of them is either u or p. Just choose one of them. So I've chosen u. If you decided to choose p, it's totally fine. So p 4 and 1, right? You just times this equation by 4. Then you get 4p, 4, and then 4u. Okay, if that's your choice. Okay, so now 6u is the same. Find the difference. What do you mean difference? Bigger. The bigger equation minus the smaller equation, which is bigger. This is 6p is bigger than 4p. Can we shift this plus 6 to over here so that it looks the same on the same side? You see the p and the number is together. Plus 6, when you bring over, it becomes minus 6. Do you know that? So that is proportion. Plus 6, yeah, positive 6. If you bring over, it's become minus 6, so that they are still equal. Okay, now the difference. 6u minus 6u is 6u minus 6u is 0. 6p minus 4p, you get 2p. Oh, minus 6 minus 2. You get minus 8. Oh, this is where you get negative. Oh, sorry, because you're primary school, I still haven't done. So bring it over. So 2p, you bring this over. Minus 8, you get plus 8, right? Yeah. So if you want, you can bring this over also. The plus 2, put it here. The plus 6, the 6, right? Minus 6, you put it here. So that you can minus off. Can I write it out for you? Because some student might not get it. 6u, so you bring this over, you get minus 2 equals 4p. And this you remain the same as just 6p. When you do it like that, okay. 6u minus 6u is 0, right? 6, this positive 6, minus 2, you get 8. Use your calculator. 6 minus negative 2, you will get 8. 6p minus 4, you get 2p. Okay? So that's how you, so p is 4. So which part is p? This is p. So 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. How many balls are there in the back at first? I don't need to find all, I just need to find here 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5p, 20. Plus the 2 balls that you took out just now. So 20 plus 2, you get 22 balls. You got it? Okay, let's go on. I'm going to do last question. Question 18. Okay, you can really see. Can you see the question now? Okay, this is using the figure. Okay, this is better, right? Okay, I've lost all my raw paper already. Okay, sorry, I didn't want to do on this paper because you can use it again and again with other students. So, are you ready? Figure make up 3 overlapping triangles. Keyword triangles are all right angles, so it's easy for you to count. ABC. Area of triangle ABC is in the ratio 4, 5, 10. Now, 3/8 of A overlaps B. Now, 3/8 of A, that means A has 8 units, right? You see that? A has 8 units, but just now they give us the ratio A is 4. So what do I do? So I have to cover this part, That means my I, B, C, initially they gave me the ratio 4, 5, 10, right? But since they told me that A has 8 units, I'm going to change A to 8. So if in proportion, if if A is 8, then B will be 10, and then C will be 20. You got it in proportion, times 2, times 2, times 2. Okay, so if that's the case, right, I drew exactly the same thing here. Well, I tried my best. Okay, so if 3/8 of A overlaps B, so this is 3, right? So for A, this is 5, right? 5 plus 3 is 8. Got it? And 1/4 of C overlaps B. But remember, 1/4 of C. Our C has how many units? 20, right? So 1/4 of C, which is 20, will give me 5. So that means here is 5. 5 units of C overlaps B. If this is 5, 20 minus 5, this is 15 units. I'm not doing units, I'm trying to proportion them. How many units does, now did you realize I'm using this set? I used the 8 for A. I used the 20 for C, so I'm using this set of ratio. So B has 10 units. But over here, B has already occupied 3 and 5, right? So there's 2 units. 10 minus 3 minus 5 left 2, that is unshaded. What fraction of the figure is shaded? Shaded is 3 plus 5, 8. Shaded. Shaded is 3 plus 5. Unshaded will be 5. Total, sorry, what fraction of the figure, the total figure? So I got to plus everything together. Do not double count, okay? Do not double count. Because you see, if you just take 8 plus 10 plus 20, you might make mistake. That means you are counting the overlap part twice, which is not what we want. So count from here. 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 15. You get 20, 30. Is that 30? So it's very different. If you count from here, you get 38. Then ask how come this is 38 and this is 30? Because over here, the overlap part you do not count twice. They want the fraction of the figure. The figure is only here, this part. This whole thing here, not the overlap part. Do not count it twice. You get what I mean? So the common mistake is people put 38 and they got the whole thing wrong. And guess what? This is 5 marks. When you just make one small mistake, right? You get what? Because this has very little working. So it's either you got 1 mark or you get it correct, it's 5 marks. So there's a big difference, right? So you see 1 mark and the 5 mark. It determines whether a student get A or B or even an A star, you know. Okay, so shaded. So this is total figure. So shaded over total figure. 8 over 30 reduced to lowest term. Answer, yes. Okay, I'll just leave it for so you can pause and then you can read. Okay, can you see everything? Okay. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Glad I did it in half an hour today. So pause the video, watch it again. If it's not clear too fast, can you just type it in the comment or send me an email to my mathematicscindy Gmail, which I put it in the comment box, so you can just cut and paste from there. Okay, hear from me soon. See you. Bye bye.